Hola, people. So, let me move this over here. Okay. What? Oh, shit. Well, I guess y'all can't do no Q&A because I forgot to enable it. So, y'all just get to watch. Okay, so tonight's little show is going to be about magic for the mundanes. And that was actually inspired by, I saw a few people on my Facebook who are mundane, of course, and they subscribe to my channel, which is kind of like weird. But I wanted to, if they're going to subscribe to my channel, I want to offer something maybe that would be able to, help them and be of service and, do something exciting and fun. As we all know, I'm very opinionated on witchcraft and witches, you know, it not being for everybody and not everyone is a witch, but that doesn't mean that I've ever really said that magic is not for everyone. There are different forms of magic and different forms that, anyone can tap into. So hopefully with this series, I will be able to share with everyone how to utilize magic without having to be a witch. And we see it really common, which is frustrating for a lot of people, like with, The Secret, the law of attraction, positive thinking, gratitude, all that shit. It's energy, and it's energy that we utilize and we focus and we put out there. And so that energy creates, and from that, from that creative standpoint, we fuel it, and our desire fuels it, and we send it out, and we make it happen. So I'm rambling and hoping to wait for everyone to check in. But yeah, so magic for mundanes. And that just, honestly, that's just really not going to be focusing on anything to do with like spirit activity, the witch spirits and ancestors and other stuff. It's really going to be focusing on things that contain energy already, like crystals. You don't have to be a witch to work with a crystal. Crystal already has its essence, its energy, its vibration, which is scientifically proven. So it is easy for people to tap into a crystal, to utilize it and to do research and feel it and then project it. Meditation is universal. We are all allowed to connect, and we are all able to connect through meditation, chanting. There's a lot of things that we are all able to do. And so I'm going to separate magic for the mundanes, separate it from my witchcraft videos. I wish y'all could ask questions. I totally forgot to enable the Q&A. So if you do have any questions, you can, I'll pay attention to the event. So if you want to say something on the event, if you have questions, if you want to say anything, say hi, because y'all are freaking pushy. Go ahead and do that, and I'll keep an eye on that, and we'll see how that goes. But yes, magic for the mundanes is gonna be fun. Maybe we'll talk about herbs. We will talk about essential oils, visualization, really basic stuff, but stuff that a lot of people take for granted, and just a lot of different things that non-witches can utilize to benefit, their life. And for those of you who are witches, this will also help, hopefully, to inspire you and hopefully to create different thought processes and inspire any ideas, and maybe to help people in your life who may not be, witches, and they might be able to benefit from these videos, and you watching these videos, you can pass on to them how they can maybe change their situation by utilizing different energies. I'm going to say a lot because I'm hot. I just got off work and I'm nervous, so shit. That's just the way it is. So, let's see. Honestly, symbolism is very important to, especially for people who are not witches. And a very mundane thing is we all understand symbols. We all see something and we connect with it, like a stop sign or a red light. That you need to stop. That's required of you. There's something that triggers when you see these symbols and you experience them. Okay, and so that's kind of how mundane people, can utilize magic. You can take these symbols that represent something that you already know that deep down you have a response to, and you can create something from it. So it really is a very like folk magic, simplistic magic. It's really easy. So what am I trying to say here? You could even like layer it. So if you get images, kind of like what I'm doing back there, get images that represent what you want to create. Get those. You can put it on your wall if you want. But a fun thing you can do with that, especially if you want to take it with you, is get these images, put them in a layer that expresses a story, that expresses kind of what you want to happen, and fold them. And what you'll do is you'll fold it to you to bring it to you. You'll fold it away, to release it, to project it, to make sure that it's not coming towards you, it's leaving you. So depending on what you want, but take those images, layer them so that they tell a story. And each time you look at that image, when you layer that, look at that image, feel that energy, allow the symbol or the image to trigger a response, and then go to the next. And go to the next, and you keep triggering that response. You keep bringing the feelings, the emotion, and the universal connection, the universal energy of images through you, and it triggers in your mind, and you feel something for them, and you feel the desire to have something, or you feel the extreme desire to get something away from you, depending on what you want to do. But each image that you add to this, experience it. And that's kind of what you have to do, is you have to really take it into consideration. You have to really embody it. And that's, I think that's even more important if you are non-magical. If you're, it's not necessarily non-magical, but mundane. You're not a witch. So you have to really, 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 extremely, really rely on this deep-rooted desire, this deep-rooted passion for the result that you want. You don't have, you might have spirit guides, blah, 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 but I'm talking about people who don't want to deal with all this other stuff. So with that being said, I'm just going to go forward. So you don't have like the spirits, you don't have like ancestors, you don't have all these other forces that you've built a relationship with that can come in and work with you. You don't have necessarily other deities. You might have God or whatever source energy, whatever you believe in. You might have that to work with, which is, you can work within that realm. But you don't have all these other spirits that you're connected to helping you out and feeling the work. So it's very important when you don't have all of these things that you work with, to channel that desire, channel these images, channel and feel and experience and allow it to play through you. It's a lot like, if you were ever in drama, when you're acting, when you're trying to maybe not to get out of a situation, so you act like you're sick. You bring it on, and a lot of times when people try to get out of a situation and they act like they're sick, they become sick, or they become sick temporarily. And that's kind of what you need here. Just don't get sick. No, that's not worth it. But people be talking over here. Okay, Jess. Alrighty. Yeah, so you have to rely on that. You do rely on the that desire, the feeling, the emotion, and you can be so creative with it. And that is the fun thing. And I find that a lot of there are people in my life who have no witchy bone in their body, but they're very creative. They're very artistic, and so I see them manifest things in their life through their projects, and they don't really realize that's what they're doing, because when they're creating something, when they have this project, they are thinking about the life they want. They are thinking, they're daydreaming, and they're creating these images in their mind, but at the same time they have that physical link in the project that they're working on. And so as they're working on this project, they're processing at the same time this energy, this imagery of how they want to feel, how they want to experience life, how they want to grow, where they want to be. And so as they finish the project, all of that energy is put in there. And so depending on the type of project, it manifests, and it's not necessarily something that they're consciously doing, but if you did, can you imagine how powerful that would be? And it's just natural. I mean, and a lot of people, if anyone who is non-witchy will watch this, it's natural, and it's not something to be scared of. It's just, if you think about it in an energetic, experience, it's just energy. And right now, that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about spirit guides. We're not talking about anything like that. It's just pure energy that we're shaping, we're working with, and we're connecting with. And everything's energy. So there's nothing crazy about it. There's nothing scary about it. You can work with this. I'm so going to be rambling, but whatever. Let's see. Visualization boards. She did those in high school, kind of. In 5 years, what do you want? Pick something to represent it and keep that image in mind when you make choices in your life. Yes. I do like visualization boards, obviously. It's a work in progress. But when you create a visualization board, you really should layer it, and I'm really big on layers, which you'll find out. But put words of affirmation, words of power on your board. Put things that will trigger response. When you wake up in the morning and you look at it, what's the first thing you want to feel? Empowered, happy, alive. So take something that reminds you of that will inspire you, and place it on the board. Is there a chant? Is there a specific chant that you like? Is there a specific affirmation that you like? Is there a specific prayer that you like? Even utilize the Psalms, utilize the Bible if that's what you choose. But do something, and that's kind of that's kind of what I want to express here, is because I know with Deviant Witchery, and even with Deviant Witch and how I express myself, a lot of people perceive me as to be very limiting and very judgmental, which I am. I'm not limiting, but I am judgmental, and I'm okay with that. I'll express it. I think we all are. But I also have this deep desire to share, to teach what I know. I don't feel like I know everything, but I like to share information. And I think that this information can help just about anyone. So yeah, that's the intent of this series. But really, for anyone, even my witchy friends, take time this entire week and connect with things. When you see a stop sign, channel it. Feel that energy. Feel what is the first, obviously, the first response when you see a stop sign is to stop. But instead of just stopping, which you need to do, feel it. You put your foot on the brake. What does that feel like? Feel that whole experience, you know? So take that stop sign, put that in your mind, the color red, the word, and the action, you know, your response to that symbol, your response to that physical like signpost, and embody that for a moment. And when you do, that allows you to have recall. So you'll have spirit recall, memory recall, emotional. So when you take that experience in and you really store it by allowing the emotion to flow through you, by allowing the physical action to flow through you, by allowing the color, the word, and everything else to flow through you in that moment. When you do that, you create something. You create this memory bank, this storage of information that you'll benefit later on. Because the next time you want, let's say someone's talking shit about you at work. All right. And this is, again, we're just utilizing imagery, we're utilizing energy. We're not talking about spirits. So let's say someone's talking shit about you at work. Okay. You have a stop sign. You know what that stop sign energy feels like. You know what that image does. So what you could do is take an image of the person who's talking shit, the image of the stop sign, and, you know, incorporate that. And really cool thing you could do as well is go, if you take walks and you find a stop sign, you can go to that stop sign and, you know, duct tape that image on that stop sign. Make a bitch stop, or bastard. But you see what I'm saying? You see that energy that's so simple that you can work with. It's super simple. And that's just a stop sign. You know, you channel a green light, you know, pay attention very, you know, quickly to what the green light are automatic responses to go. And there's that lapse in time where we're at the stop and then it hits green. And for a minute, there's a very interesting energy between those lights. So pay attention to that. And pay attention to that energy. Green means go, and that can help you later on. And Solaria says, my favorite image for something like that is imagining, their mouth gummed up with taffy or marshmallows. See, and that's kind of fun too. And that incorporates, this is kind of like, that incorporates like symbolism as well. Like marshmallows we know and taffy we know are like gonna make the mouth like full and sticky and just like you can't talk. So you take the physical representation of what you want to happen, but know that there's energy behind it, because everything is energy, and you connect with that energy and you see it happen. And that's like the whole thing here is, no matter what you do, you have to see it happen. You have to experience it as it is, and you have to witness it, you know? And that's where having a great creative mind comes in. And however you choose to experience something, however you choose to witness something, that is on you. You know, you might feel things more than you see something. So when you have an experience, you might feel something, might filter through you through feeling. And so when you create, you'll create through feeling. We want to try and channel as much as we can. We'll utilize, visuals and all that. But your dominant expression, your most powerful, will be feeling. And so you will allow yourself to feel the entire experience. When you're seeing this happen, you will feel it. It will come through to you through feeling. And so you'll feel a whole situation. Some of you might be very visual, so you'll see it happen. And as you create something, you're daydreaming, or you're just, you know, allowing images to flow through your head, and that is energy. That energy is sent out, and it's really fun. I'm trying to think of. I just wanted to keep it really simple. But yes, I'm trying to think. Oh, damn it, nothing's coming to mind. If you have any questions about anything like this, feel free to ask. I'm really annoyed because I keep saying that's so rude. So rude. Let me do this. Okay, confidence boost. Okay, so yeah, magic for the mundanes. Super fun, super easy. We do it all the time, and mundane people do it all the time. When you can see how, you know, especially if you're in retail, you have a customer who's a bitch or a prick. They're very rude. They're very angry. They're very, you know, irate because, you know, someone got the last Pop-Tart and it wasn't them. You know, so their emotions, their anger, they take it out on you, and you feel that. You know, your day can be ruined by that, depending on if you allow it to or not. But that energy, that intense energy, you know, it is expressed to you, is pushed at you, so you experience it. We don't like when people are mad at us. We don't like when people throw that shit at us. It doesn't feel good. And some people get headaches. Some people just, you know, get sick. Some people go home and they cry or whatever. But we feel it. We interpret it in the way our system interprets it and how it filters it. And so that's a great expression as to how mundanes can utilize magic. It's through that energy, through that projection, and how it's so simple. It's just intense emotion that we allow to flow through us, and we tap into, and we shape it like, you know, clay, and then we project it, we release it, and we wait for the experience, and we take action steps towards, you know, we take action steps towards our desires, but we also have that energy that's backing us to create something, you know? Yes, flowers are good for mundane magics, absolutely, because, you know, everyone sees a flower and they're reminded about, you know, maybe a scent, it initiates like a memory recall where we remember something from the past. It reminds us of a grandparent, a lover, someone who passed on. So flowers, colors, you know, those all remind us of some experience. So flowers are great for magic. And even in the mundane setting, like you get a bouquet of flowers, and depending on the type of flower, it sets the whole mood. It sets the energy for the atmosphere around it. That's very important. So, you know, take into consideration when you lay things out, when you design your home, where you put your items, how it's going to be perceived and how it makes you feel. So yeah, and that's so true. And always, when you send someone flowers, you know, think about how they will respond. You know, think about what you feel when you're gifting them flowers, and then see them. Take your energy and how you feel and how you want them to feel by you sending them flowers, and then kind of project it to them, you know, see them and see how they receive it, and see them smiling, see them taking in the flowers, and create that energy, and then send them flowers. and see what happens. And if you want to play with this, a really fun technique is to send someone a flower or send them something like this, and maybe talk to the flowers before, or program that, or even use your images and send like a specific message and have the flowers project that, and see if the person who receives, if they respond to in a certain way, and in the way that will express they got the message. That's fun. Let's see. Sorry. Okay. Okay. There's so much. There's so much that can be discussed, but I might wait and express more later. But yeah, Magic for the Mundanes is gonna be fun, and it's gonna be very basic, but fun at the same time. And it'll be really good for people who don't want to call themselves witches, especially because they're not. And I have a lot of people who like energy, and they like to know certain things, and but they don't want to practice witchcraft. That's not what they're trying to do, and I respect that. So these videos will definitely teach you how to utilize energy, and how to create better in your life, and how to create more, and how to expand and learn and grow and have fun. It is so fun. But if you have any specific questions, if you have anything that you want me to teach you in a mundane setting, like to help you with this, comment on the YouTube video. Let me know, and I will do my best to respond to you. And I might put that just in a video and express that. It could be anything, if you need help with maybe that's always the first thing to come to mind. Love life or money. If you're not a witch and you want to know how you can create something, in your love life or abundance, or money, the job maybe, how to do that without actually practicing witchcraft. So yeah, just let me know. Again, the irritating. I'll work on that. But yeah, so tomorrow is the 1st, and we at Deviant Witchery are going to start this, the Deviant Witchery Mixed Media Challenge. The Mixed Media Challenge we thought would be fun because a lot of people aren't comfortable doing YouTube videos often. I'm not comfortable doing solo videos. And not everyone can do a YouTube video for every kind of topic. So we thought it'd be really fun to have a mixed media where you can do blog posts. If you have a Facebook page, like a public page, you can do that. If you love creating graphics, you can create a graphic. If you write poetry or you write short stories or anything like that, mixed media, utilize that. And we have specific topics to pull from, and you can express that topic and your response to that topic through those there's a word and it just like left, but through those expressions, like YouTube video, blog posts, all of that. You can utilize that to represent and answer those questions, and the questions are super fun. I think the first one I'm going to do is your first remembered love spell. I might share that. But there's a lot of fun questions, creating formulas, creating a meditation, from taking inspiration from different TV shows, movies, and stuff like that. And it helps. It's so exciting. And I really hope that y'all will participate, because I look forward to seeing how people respond and how they choose to respond through. It'll be fun. So if you haven't seen the blog post, check it out. I'll post if I haven't posted already. And if you know anyone who is going to be interested or who might be interested in it, have them check it out. We also have a t-shirt campaign that ends in 2 days. It's super fun. The t-shirt's awesome. You should check the t-shirt out. It's just It's fun. I want one. I'm gonna get a couple, but you really definitely should check the t-shirt out. Ends in 2 days, and what it does is it helps support Deviant Witchery. You get a t-shirt, you get to wear it, you can have fun with it, but it also helps support us so we can get better equipment to do the work that we love to do. Definitely check that out. I will be probably doing another video later and sharing it tonight. Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, yes. So y'all want to talk about anything else? Just let me know if you have any like topics you'd like me to address in different videos. Please feel free. If I can, I will. If I can't, I definitely will not. Thank you for putting up with my craziness. Peace the fuck out, y'all.